empty.
Dang it. Jawless
Why,
skull.
you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
Alright, you're shorter than me. Keep talking smack.
There you are. Not in the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
I think I'm gonna do the scholar.
Scholar.
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts.
I am
Makes
not
you unable
neutered.
to cast
I still have all my
source.
women parts. Thank you
Ew,
very
you're
much.
For your own
neutered.
peace of
Oh,
mind,
jeez.
of course.
Gross.
Yours and
Disgusting.
the whole world's.
Alright, we can go through finally. Yay!
Good gods.
I'm not
There's
even
been a
gonna
murder
go in
here.
there.
Good God.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. It's a small ship. His name was Finn. Oddball. Looked to me like he saw something he wished he hadn't before he came here. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Calipers.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna save. Okay.
Did the murderer take him into this room?
No.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Turns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
I want to do that one. That's why she's letting you so close to the crime scene. For all she knows, you could be the killer.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of
Always
course.
did this one though. Tell her that that's a trick you haven't quite
I
mastered.
thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers.
I'll not
Sometimes
listen
they
to a
clam
lady
up in
trying to
front of
get
the
the
uniform.
snitch.
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you...
Whatever.
Haven't got any shears, have you? People these days.
Oh, the bedroll. We've been forgetting to pick those up.
Shouldn't we only need one?
Wouldn't hurt to have more than one. Don't you get saucy
An
with
elf
me.
sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
She eyes you suspiciously.
Not the future, no, but I can read the past in flesh, just like you. And I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue,
Meow.
efficient, like a cat
Hey.
grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, you lay awake thinking of someone back home. A very special someone. You were reminiscing about the things you used to do together.
Shut up.
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
There, no need to be a sourpuss. You don't have to worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Walk away, because it can't
Never
be
say
for me.
never, though.
Damn it. Darn it. There we go. Why am I sitting backwards? Whatever.
A no doesn't become a yes. Oh, there you are, wife. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no account this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Which one should I do? One or two?
Spill the beans. You did the first one last time.
The young woman seems about to raise her hand, but quickly remembers herself and nods pointedly at the excited children.
Who indeed? Why, my name is, Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb.
The children break out into giggles.
I say, it is.
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
You can talk to the rest
Gotta
of the
keep ourselves
people.
entertained, haven't we? You'd presume right. Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Are we gonna have her follow us?
They don't care about
Can. I don't know, I want Sibyl.
I'll give you that knuckle
talk
if you
fine.
keep carrying on.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your bandages, rubbing them between his fingers.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
I should do that one. That one's still funny to me. Reach over and ruffle his hair with a grin.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my sincere apologies.
Apologies.
Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once. I do not believe I've been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already.
Alright.
No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods.
I chose the option of the undead.
This text tells me that they created all creatures.
His arms are fat
Nothing
in my
of what
body.
came before.
I will wear his skin.
Where did these gods come from?
Hello,
Who
darling.
are their
Oh,
people?
man.
Where are the others of their kind? Of course you don't have any useful information. Why? Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Yeah. Alright.
Go! Move! Woof! Woof woof!
Instead of just talking to everybody, this is gonna make it take forever. Talk to this guy.
It's a register, sir. Good, good. Magister William, you faring okay so far? Glad to hear it. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Inside the room.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only
She's
the
a
beginning.
Wendigo.
Hey.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Yeesh.
Good God, the woman's mad.
Good gods.
You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
No, I'm afraid I always perform my part solo. Do stay and watch, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Oh yeah. Ouchies.